Susan. Did you get my message? Okay. All right. You okay?
How you doing?
All right. On three, let me hear the name of somebody you just met. 1, 2, 3. That was sad. That was just depressing. Try it again. Meet somebody you haven't met before. That was just sad. I hope y'all do better than that at parties. All right, on three, let me hear the name of somebody you just met. 1, 2, 3. It reminds me of remember the Tom Slick cartoon where he was the race driver? He used to be on with George of the Jungle, and the guy would be announcing the thing, and he says, "And the crowd is going wild." They go, "Yay!" All right, it's a beautiful day. Thank you so much for being here today. We're glad to see so many of you. You haven't met Jonah's friend Sophie. She's here today. Wave at everybody, Sophie. We're glad that you're here. And glad to have people we haven't seen in a long, long time. And glad you can find us here. Some of you might not know this. Susan's mom went to be with the Lord a few days ago. She's 92 years old, and so she's definitely ready to go. But they've had a lot to deal with the last few days. So I'm glad Susan and Tony are here, and everybody that's here. I shouldn't have mentioned anybody's name, but now I have, and I've started it. But so. And my granddaughters are here. Their dad just dropped them off, and then their mom's coming back in from, where'd she go, Connecticut? They crack me up so much. They just moved, and I picked them up last Sunday night. It's a blur, so much has happened. And I said, y'all have already moved? How's that possible? And Olivia said, I know, our mom's crazy. It's not us. I said, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard. I said, I got to buy you something for that one. That's a classic response. So anyway, we're here. We're still in Thanksgiving mode. Thanksgiving is not just a day we celebrate. It's an attitude of gratitude. We all know that. So having already agreed for today, please remain standing, and we'll get officially started. If you would, please,
Good
maestro.
morning, and welcome to Metron. Metron is measure or sphere of influence, and we want to help you find your Metron. Through motivation, enlightenment, transcendence, renewal, outreach, and networking. Today is your day to find your Metron, and we hope you enjoy the service.
Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome to Metron. Give yourselves a big hand. Those of you who are streaming online, we welcome you as well. Always glad to have Doc with us, and he and Francis brought friends of theirs from Griffin, so we're glad that you guys are here, and we've already met. I think before we officially started, I acknowledged all the people here, Isabel, Sophie, everybody that's here today. Glad Danny and Gloria back from their vacation. But y'all streamed though, so you saw it. I know we had a little bit of a audio glitch. It wasn't our fault. I think it was the mics out there. But that was just a great time last week, and out in. Did anybody show up at the theater not know that we weren't here last week? That we were out in Eatonton. Well, Natalie said they hadn't been here in a few weeks, and she said we just happened to look at Facebook, because I always think I post so much, I think maybe it's overkill, and buddy, every time I do, there's always somebody who says, well, I'm so glad I noticed y'all weren't there before we drove all the way to Atlanta. You never know where we're going to be. You gotta keep up. You know what? I thought I was going to start with a meditation, but I think we'll go ahead and start with music this morning, and that way then we'll do a meditation before I speak. Because I think probably after the holidays you need a little meditating. Come on, Jesus. But we've been glad to have Jonah with us. He wasn't here with us a couple of weeks ago because he was overcoming, but he has overcome now, and is feeling back to his usual self, and always glad to have him. Would you please welcome the one, the only Jonah Swilley.
All right, how's everyone doing this morning? Whenever you're ready, Charles. In the cool of the evening when everything is getting kinda groovy, I call you up on the phone to ask you if you wanna see a movie. First you say no, you got some plans for the night, and then you stop and say alright. Love is kinda crazy with a spooky little girl like you. You always keep me guessing, I never really know what you are thinking. But if a fella looks at you, you bet your little eye will be winking. I get confused cause I don't know where I stand, and then you smile and hold my hand. Love is kinda crazy with a spooky little girl like you. Spooky. Know you want to stop these little games that you're playing, and then if you decide, I'm gonna tell you all the things that I've been saying. Just like a ghost, you've been on my dreams, and then you know everything ain't what it seems. Love is kinda crazy with a spooky little girl like you. Spooky. With a girl like you, love is kinda crazy with a spooky little girl like you. Love is kinda crazy with a spooky little girl like you. Love is kinda crazy with a spooky little girl like you. Thank you.
I love that Danny loved that.
I'll put it in my pocket. Well, yeah, praise God. I'm in tune. Do you guys have a good holiday? Awesome. Ate a lot of food. Who knows how long I've loved you? You know I love you still. Will I wait a lonely lifetime? If you want me to, I will. Love you forever and forever. Love you with all my heart. Love you whenever we're together. Love you when we're apart. For if I ever saw you and didn't catch your name, but it never really mattered, I will always feel the same. Love you forever and forever. Love you with all my heart. Love you whenever we're together. Love you when we're apart. For when at last I find you, and in it fill the air, sing it loud so I can hear you. Make it easier to be near you. For the things you do draw me near you. And to me, you know I will love you forever and forever. Love you with all my heart. Love you whenever we're together. Love you when we're apart. Thank you. This next one's got a track to it. So here we go. Holiness, holiness is what I long for. Holiness is what I need. Holiness, holiness is what you are for me. Faithfulness, faithfulness is what I long for. Faithfulness is what I need. Faithfulness, faithfulness is what you are for me. So take my heart and form it. Take my mind, transform it. Take my will, conform it to yours, oh Lord, to yours, oh Lord. Righteousness, righteousness is what I long for. Righteousness is what I need. Righteousness, righteousness is what you are for me.
Let's all stand singing along with it.
So take my heart yours. Lord, take my mind and form it. Take my heart, transform. Take my will, conform it to yours, to yours. Lord, to yours, to yours. Lord, to yours, to yours. To yours, to yours. Lord. That's the song.
Man, Jonas Swilley.
Thank you, guys.
Awesome. Thank you. You may be seated. I think Wellington's still in Europe, so we'll just leave this up here for right now. I want to thank everybody for thanks. I want to thank everybody for coming out last Sunday to Eatonton. It was just excellent time. I think, yeah, that was us out there. It was it was a little nippy, but BJ got some BJ and Kim both got some amazing pictures. But it was yeah, Rhonda. Were you chilly, Rhonda? And I love this one. The other one where they're laughing really hard. That one. There was another one where they really doubled over laughing. It was funny. There's Eddie. There's Karen came down to be with us. People asked me. I was listening to Robert sing. That people were asking, "Is everything okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I was being thankful. It's called being reflective. There's Danny getting busy with some food. Come on now. And oh, by the way, Freddie and Roz are moving today. That's why they're not here. And that was me trying to grab a bite before I got there to do a funeral. And I didn't put that. I don't like eating pictures of me. I didn't know that was going to slip in there. I love that one. That's a really good shot. It looks like Freddie was not into whatever Beth was saying. They were definitely contemplating it. And but his place out there is awesome, and I loved it. I loved it. And you know, a bunch of people that said they were going to be there didn't show up, and it actually worked out. They weren't there because we wouldn't have had any place to sit them. So yeah, I was really, really very pleased with that. Our outreach for this month is going to the bridge, and then whatever we have left over, we're doing to Red Cross. We just did Red Cross disaster relief because there were so many disasters the last few months we couldn't keep up with, and so finally we just said, let's just give it to Red Cross, let them figure out, because I don't know where all to put it. So that's good, and people have asked me about working with them. I've worked with Red Cross for years. You remember at Church of the Now, we used to give to everything from 9/11 to the tsunami, and they're just a vetted organization that I trust, and so I like working with them. A couple things in our year of living your best life this month is be thankful, be grateful, and I know that you practice that every day. Remember that 2 weeks from today we will not be here. We're going to Spirit and Truth Sanctuary, so I'll be teaching with Pastor D.E. So we're looking forward to that. That was just a great time last year, and I'm sure it will be the same. So we will be here next Sunday, and then on the 10th we'll be out there. On the 13th is our Christmas event. It's going to be at La Maison Rouge. Chandra Corelli is not just Chandra, but Chandra with the band, and she's a totally different dimension with the band. So, and I think Avery, I think we have to give them a head count by December 4th, I believe. So we need you to go ahead and get that in. There have been contributions to it already, which has certainly offset it, but we still have to pay for the food and the entertainment and all that kind of stuff. So I think we jacked it up a little from last year. Last year we did 25. If I had charged you, do you know what that room normally goes for that we were in last year? $7,000. We didn't pay that, but that's what it costs to rent venues like that. So yeah, I know. It was great. Collinwall was great. La Maison Rouge is, we pay for it. It's not quite that expensive, but that's already been paid for thanks to a private contribution. And thank you. And so if you could, I guess they're paying online through the website, right? Danny, what, you going to say something? Oh, pay through the website? Is that what you asked? Yeah. You can go to bishopthenow.com, and everything is, you can do it there. That's going to be Wednesday night the 10th. Oh, and I'll have valet for you again like we did last year, because parking is a little tricky around Paris and Ponce. So, and that's where my studio is. So if you haven't seen my studio, you can go over there and check that out. And then on December 24th, which is a Sunday, we will be here doing a candlelight service. We've ordered versions of this that are tapered because the theater would like us not to have open flames. So we have these. In case you were wondering if I was an ascended master, like, it doesn't hurt. What? And but then the following Sunday, which is December 31st, we will not be here. We won't have service that day. And we'll be on our way down to Florida. Freddie and Roz are getting married on the beach, bright and early, New Year's Day. Yeah. It's easy for you to say, only for y'all would I do this. But it's going to be good. We're looking forward to it. I think was that everything I needed to announce? Okay. Before I speak today,